Violence. War is a fortunate act of humans that leads to excessive violence and ends with a major amount of the world population dead. They last very long and people had to suffer to live the life of the frightened. Two major world wars in the 20th century killed about 67 million people. Overall, violence is a bad thing, and one might say there should be a way to solve hardships. Fortunately, there is a way. During the black period of chaos in the early 20th century, when the world didn't know how to bring peace without violence, there came a man that showed the world how to bring peaceful revolution without bloodshed. Mohandas Gandhi, a skinny, almost clothless man, defeated the mightiest power of the 19th century, the British Army. His breakthrough of using truth and nonviolence has been such a path-breaking method that it freed India from British rule. He inspired others, including Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, to keep the spirit of nonviolence alive. He has left us with a permanent message that truth and nonviolence prevails. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, Porbandar, India. Gandhi got married early and went to England for law school in 1888. After his studies, he went to South Africa for a job as a lawyer. In 1893, he sat in the whites-only first-class area. The conductor told him why he was sitting in the area, even when Gandhi showed his ticket. The conductor gave him a warning to move, but Gandhi refused the offer, and the conductor kicked him off at the next train station. The Britishers that ruled South Africa were harsh to the natives living there. Gandhi did not like this and wanted to stop it. He formed his own Congress named Natal Indian Congress in 1894. This organization did nonviolent protest. During the Boer War in 1899, Gandhi gathered 1,100 Indians to form the Indian Ambulance Corps for the Britishers there to see if they would treat the citizens of South Africa fairly. But that did not work, and discrimination continued along. In 1906, he made his very first Satyagraha campaign to protest the unfairness. Again in 1907, he protested during the Black Act. This is when Gandhi got arrested for the first time. This repeated many times. Finally, his nonviolent protest won. In June 1914, the discriminating Black Act was repealed. Satyagraha is a Sanskrit term which means holding firmly to the truthful forces. Gandhi kept this term in his mind and always used it whenever he was protesting or doing anything else. When the Black Act ended in South Africa, Gandhi decided to go to India in 1915. In the first speech of the Indian Congress, Gandhi declared, "We must involve common people to fight British and convince them that the freedom will give them the power to choose their own new government." He traveled to many parts of India in the third class of a train with common poor people. He firsthand saw poverty, hunger, and clothless people. He vowed not to wear full clothing till every Indian had one. For Gandhi, means and ways were more important than final results. He never compromised on that, and that set Gandhi apart from other leaders. Gandhi worked for social justice and against evil untouchability. Gandhi didn't just advocate self-rule, but a self-reliant society. Gandhi passionately treated and cared for sick patients. People started liking his message of morality and social justice. The Britishers got really bothered when, upon Gandhi's call, people started boycotting British. The common Indian was awakened. There were many protests and marches Gandhi took part in. One big march that many know about, a march that brought India closer to independence, the Salt March. Gandhi is a master of massive public movements. Everyone was widely impacted by the tax on salt. Salt is a basic necessity, so he chose salt. At age 61, he chose not to go by train or car, but decided to walk so common people could walk with him. Gandhi selected 79 people around India to march with him. They had to walk 240 miles from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to the coast of the Arabian Sea at the city of Dandi. On March 12, 1930, Gandhi and his 79 marchers started the march and reached the first village. 300 village men quit their British government job to march. Soon, 80 marchers became 800, then 8,000, and soon it swelled to 90,000. American journalist Webb Miller described, "What he saw was a white flowing river." After walking for 26 days, they finally reached Dandi's coast on April 5, 1930. At the shore, Gandhi knelt down and picked up a pinch of salt. The salt law was broken. He stood up and said, "I am giving a message to the nation." It was a simple act of picking salt, but the act symbolized defiance of millions of Indians against the world's strongest colonial power, the mighty British. Britishers started violently hitting marchers, but the march continued along. While the injured were taken away for treatment by volunteers, more marchers joined. Soldiers got tired of beating the marchers, but the marchers did not get tired of getting beaten. There were broken heads, body parts, and blood everywhere, but no Indian marcher was complaining. Gandhi told the marchers that they should be ready to give their life up. All over India, millions refused the tax and collected salt. 60,000 marchers got arrested, including Gandhi. Many new leaders emerged all over India to fight the British. From the south to the north of India, people protested, marched, and boycotted British goods under these new leaders. Most interesting of the leaders was Abdul Ghaffar Khan, also known as Frontier Gandhi, leader of Pashtun, an Afghan tribe famous for violent warfare. Khan and his tribe decides to follow Gandhi's non-violent movement, so he protested against the British. The soldiers fired upon them. 215 Afghanis died but didn't retaliate.
Imagine the achievement that a Pathan became a Gandhian.
For the Afghans and the frontier people, of that origin, to accept that non-violence is the method that they will use was fantastic.
On August 15, 1947, when India got independence, the country was cut into two parts, mainly because of one Pakistani lawyer, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who wanted a separate country for Muslims. Gandhi was concerned about the Muslims and Hindus all spread around India. He knew when the freedom was declared, there would be a lot of fighting. Lots of people had to move and they did not like it, so they started fighting. Pakistan had two sides at the time, West Pakistan and East Pakistan. On the west border, 55,000 soldiers went to stop the rioting. Still, millions died. On the east border, modern-day Bangladesh, Gandhi went there. He didn't fight, but he started fasting until death. He was 78 years old, and people were worried that he would die. Many begged him to stop fasting, but he won't. He said that they would have to stop the rioting for him to stop fasting. That's when everyone stopped fighting and begged Gandhi to eat or drink. Lord Mountbatten, Governor-General of India, wrote, "In the Punjab, we have 55,000 soldiers and a large scale of rioting. In Bengal, our forces consist of one man, and there is no rioting." On January 30th, 1948, while going for a morning prayer, a Hindu fanatic, Nathuram Godse, assassinated Gandhi. Godse shot 3 times in Gandhi's chest.
Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sita Vaishnava Janata